JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, couple to face court over illegal gun. A couple is scheduled to face the court to answer to the charge of illegal possession of firearm and ammunition following their arrest in connection with the seizure of a handgun in Lilliput, St. James on Tuesday, September 1. Charged are 24-year-old Okino Hamilton, otherwise called Kino, of Lilliput, St. James, and a 19-year-old Deandra Morrison, otherwise called Dejanay, of retirement, also in St. James. Reports from the Montego Bay Police are that about 5:20 a.m., a team of officers conducted an operation in the area where a premises was searched, and a 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 15 9mm cartridges was found inside the dwelling. The couple was arrested and subsequently charged following an interview. Their court dates are being finalized. Westmoreland biker killed in crash. A Westmoreland man died this afternoon when his motorbike slammed into a Rubis petrol truck near Torrington in the parish at approximately 12:30 p.m. Eyewitnesses said the unidentified man was in the process of overtaking a line of traffic during a heavy downpour of rain. They reported that he was unable to control the speeding motorbike and he collided head-on into the truck that was traveling in the opposite direction. He was pronounced dead at the Savlamar Hospital. There was no injury to the truck driver or anyone else. The crash happened in front of the Westmoreland Early Childhood Resource Center, which is one of a number of polling stations in the Westmoreland Central constituency. Rasta, implicated in Westmoreland murder, a court date is being finalized for a man who allegedly confessed to the Monday, August 27, 2020 killing of 21-year-old Dean Price, otherwise called Dino, of Wharf Road, Westmoreland. Charged with murder is 51-year-old Conrad Smith, otherwise called Rasta, of Wharf Road, Westmoreland. Reports from the Savlamar police are that about 4:45 p.m., Smith and Price had an altercation. Smith allegedly attacked Price and stabbed him in the chest. Price reportedly ran off and collapsed a few meters away. He was taken to the hospital by residents, where he later succumbed to his injuries. On Tuesday, September 1, Smith was interviewed in the presence of his attorney and was subsequently charged. Man charged for chopping woman in Kingston. Detectives attached to the Kingston Central Police Division have arrested and charged a man for the felonious wounding of a woman on Law Street, Kingston, on Sunday, August 30. Charge is 23-year-old Nicholas King of Hanover Street, Kingston. Reports are that about 7:15 p.m., the complainant was allegedly attacked by King and chopped several times. She was taken to the hospital where she was admitted for treatment. King was later arrested and subsequently charged after an interview. His court date is being finalized. Teen first to be nabbed in group gun attack. A teen boy was arrested in connection with an incident of shooting with intent and illegal possession of firearm and ammunition in the Kingston Eastern Division on Thursday, August 27, has been charged. Reports from the Elletstone Road Police are that about midday, the complainants were sitting among a group of people at the intersection of Bryden Street and Graham Street in Kingston 16 when the group was pounced upon by 3 individuals who opened gunfire at them. The complainants managed to escape unharmed and made a report to the police. Swift investigations were carried out and the teen was arrested later the same day. He was charged on Tuesday, September 1, following an interview. The teen's identity is being withheld at this time to facilitate further investigations. His court date is being finalized. No known case of COVID-19 transmission in tourism industry, says JHTA president. President of the Jamaica Hotel and Tourist Association, JHTA Omar Robinson, says there is no known case of transmission of the coronavirus COVID-19 within the tourism industry, despite an uptick in cases across the island. Robinson argued that the spike is as a result of Jamaicans not taking responsibility for their actions. He pointed out that since the reopening of the tourism industry on June 15, hotels have been adhering to the extensive established set of safety protocols put in place by the government, which have resulted in the safety of visitors and staff. We have been to a number of the hotels. The employees are wearing masks and or face shields. Plexiglass barriers have been put up at certain guest contact areas, and there's physical distancing in the restaurants and the bars. All it took was a general buy-in, because we in the industry knew this is what we had to do. Again, I am proud to say within the industry, there is no known case of transmission from the visitor to our staff, he said. Robinson further informed that other players within the established resilient corridor set up for tourists, including attractions, have been playing their part in ensuring visitors and staff are fully compliant with the COVID-19 protocols. We formed the resilient corridor, which is to have the visitor go from the hotel to the attractions and back, and so far you have everybody on board. The attraction employees are equally excited because we all wanted to come back to work and they all adhere to the enforcement of the protocols, he said. He issued an appeal to Jamaicans to begin to take personal responsibility in the fight against COVID-19 for the sake of the Jamaican economy. It's the same Jamaicans who work in our hotels. It took reinforcement, as this is what we need, and of course, their input was involved and we were able to arrive at these standards that today have been guiding the safe operations of our tourism industry, Robinson said. We can't leave it up to the government. The government has been phenomenal so far in containing the spread. It is for us as individuals, just like what we are doing in tourism, to ensure that you practice physical distancing and wear a mask, he said. 3 more COVID deaths, 139 new cases. Jamaica's death toll from the coronavirus has increased to 27 after 3 more senior citizens were added to the list of casualties on Wednesday. The deceased are an 82-year-old man from Clarendon, a 75-year-old St. Catherine woman, and a 65-year-old man who lived in Kingston. A statement from the Health Ministry said all cases had comorbidities including diabetes and hypertension. The ministry said another death is under investigation. At the same time, Jamaica recorded 139 more cases of COVID-19. The island's tally is now at 2,822. 7 of the new cases are contacts of confirmed cases, while the remaining 132 cases are under investigation. Jamaica is now managing 1,822 active cases, including 7 critically ill patients. Recoveries have increased to 900. Mandeville Hospital implements measures to manage patient load and wait time. The Mandeville Regional Hospital in Manchester will implement new measures in an effort to better manage the number of patients and clients in the hospital, improve physical distancing, and reduce the wait time. Chief Executive Officer Alvin Miller explained in a statement yesterday that effective Monday, September 7, the outpatient department will only accommodate 120 people in the waiting area beginning at 6 a.m. As the number of patients decreases, other persons will be allowed in the department. Provisions will be made for patients to wait outside the facility. Special accommodations will be made for the elderly, pregnant women, mothers with babies, and physically challenged persons. Patients requiring assistance should be accompanied by only one relative, Miller added. In addition, the hospital will implement a new digital appointment system for select clinical services during the month of September, which will be phased over the next 6 months. Miller explained that the system will allocate specific appointment times for patients, which will result in patients being allowed entry to the hospital closer to the time of their appointments. He is encouraging the public to adhere to the changes as the hospital continues to do its best to manage the health of the public. St. Anne crash claims life of 52-year-old. 52-year-old Garfield Fletcher of Lewis, St. Anne died from injuries he sustained in a motor vehicle collision on the Laughlands main road in the parish yesterday. Reports are that about 10:30 p.m., Fletcher was driving his Honda Stream motor car along the roadway when it reportedly collided with a Subaru motor car at an intersection. The police said both drivers were assisted to the hospital for treatment, where Fletcher later succumbed to his injuries. The other driver was admitted. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.